Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vatarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Beta Vibhakine Yomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Gukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvad Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrinkarane. Shloka number 22. Rathya Charpata Virajita Kantaha Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaha Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaha Ramate Bhalon Matavadeva. Once more. Rathya Charpada Virachita Kantha Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaha Yogi Yoga Niyojita Chittaha Ramathe Bhalon Matavadeva Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. As a human being, I am informed because of my noble acts in my life, and it attracts a lot of purification of the mind. Once the mind gets purified, the person's picture is so clear what to do and what not to do in one's life. So as a person, as an individual, getting the mind purified through the activities, through the prayers, through my own responsibilities, completing in a sincere mode, my mind is purified and I am clear now. I should achieve the human goal, Purushartham. Human goal is, in Sanskrit, it is called Purushartham, Purushena Arthyate. Now, moksha, getting united with the all-pervasive Lord by giving up the body notions. There is no physical act in getting unified with the all-pervasive Lord. Jiva Ishvara Ekatva Jnanam Alam Yeva. The knowledge about the individual will lead to the unity with the all-pervasive consciousness. This being so, after receiving the knowledge about Brahman, after receiving the knowledge about the individual self, a person is not at all interested in the empirical world. The recognition about oneself. In spite of all my limitations, in spite of all my incidental attributes like I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a worker in a company, I am this and that, all these incidental attributes also being there. Regardless of all these incidental attributes, regardless of my all kinds of body notions, regardless of my all kinds of responsibilities, I came to know that I am the eternal consciousness which is never subject to death and birth. My samskara has totally gone. The previous samskara means the past impressions which I kept in my mind are made from the dualistic world. By assuming this world is true, by assuming this body is true, by assuming all these things around me is to be enjoyed by me, the happiness can only come after achieving this thing and getting contact with my senses, then only I will get happy. All these notions which I gathered from this dualistic world is been completely destroyed, because body notion, I am this body, the world is true, the people are true, the things which I perceive, the things which I enjoy, the things which I have gone through as an experience in my life, all these things are true. I was assuming. All this comes under one single word: mistaken identity, erroneous notions. It's all stock words. In the tradition, we use all these words only. A misunderstood personality about oneself and also about the world. These things being there, I was dealing with the world as though the world is true. My body is true. I have to achieve this and that from this world. All these things are born out of ignorance, not knowing who am I. Atma ajnanena viruddha jnanam jayate. From the not knowing of the self, one will gather different types of misunderstandings, wrong notions, and the wrong informations from this world about oneself and also about this world. A mistaken identity was born when the ignorance was ruling me. Atma Jnana. About oneself, I don't have any idea. Atma Jnana Vishaye Shastrameva Pramana. In order to know myself, I cannot search in the Google. I cannot go to my class teacher or my academical teacher. I cannot go to YouTube. I can't get any kind of information regarding my intrinsic nature. The valid means of knowledge to know about oneself is only Vedas or Vedanta or Upanishads, what we call Shastram. Under a traditional guru, when one gets this knowledge, the person has no interest now towards this dualistic world. How? I will give you an example. As long as we don't know the reality of a thing, I will have total attraction or addiction towards a thing. First, I will give Shankara's example. Adi Shankara has given already one example. In a full moon day, when I walk through the banks of a river or a seashore, I saw something illuminating in my way. Brilliance, shining. And I ran towards that and I took it in my hand and I saw that it is a shell. But it was shining like a silver. Before I come to know that this is a shell, I was much interested to pick up that because it was silver. Once I took in my hand, I analyzed and it is a shell now. Then I slowly drop it from where I got it. At the time when I realized that this is a shell, I lose my interest on that. A shell will not subserve my pursuit or my purpose. If it is a silver, I can wear or I can sell, I can get some money. But I came to know the reality of what is shining. It is a shell. I drop it. I lose my interest. Now I will just walk away from the thing. And I turn back and look towards that for the last time. Still it is shining as though it is silver. This is how the world also. Everything seems to be attractive. You people are interested in luxurious clothes. Their weakness is that to purchase different types of luxurious clothes. Whether they will wear or not, that's another topic. I want this because I am addicted to purchase different types of clothes. Kanjipuram silk, Banaras silk, When you go to Gaya, there is another type of silk. When you go to another country, they will also provide another type of silk, and I am interested in silk saris. Whether I wear or not, that's another issue. But I am interested in silk saris. The world is full of attractive elements. Some are addicted to clothes. Some are addicted to vehicles. Some are addicted to different ornaments. Some are addicted to even kitchen vessels. Some are addicted to different types of interior decorative stuffs. Some are addicted to women, some are addicted to men, some are addicted to alcohol, some are addicted to different things in the world. I get attracted, I don't know. That's called past impression. Some are interested in books, reading books. There are good addictions also. Some are addicted to some other unique qualities. Like in my city, there is a person called Balan. He has a bicycle. Early morning, he will collect 50 plants and keep in his cycle and go through different roads, dig himself a small hole in the earth and put some water, put some fertilizer and keep this plant. On the roadside, he has to do daily. If not, he cannot sleep. He got some award, etc. That's fine. This is how they are molded by the Lord. Some addiction, some good addiction, some bad addiction. But really speaking, the world is full of attractive things and I get fascinated. Charming things are there around me. Lots and lots of things. Wow, wonderful. If I open the TV, I cannot come out of that. 4 or 5 hours, I can sit with a movie, with the news hours, anything. An addiction is there. With the mobile, I need not to tell about that. It's a world issue now. As long as this world is true and the things are true, when this notion is there, we have to achieve certain things to make oneself happy. And I am attracted for different things, which is under the realm of duality. Anything apart from me means I perceive duality and I accept duality is true. Remember, these sentences are very, very important. When I accept this is so much attractive means I am approving myself that this world which is made of duality is true. So I am under the realm of duality. And I get attracted with the different things according to my past impressions, samskaras. Each and every individual have different things in their menu, in their priority. And they will go behind that, keeping as a target. Of course, this basic needs called food, shelter, and clothes are there for everybody as an important thing in their life. And apart from that, lot of other things also there in their priority to buy. Some are unique, some are common, some are usual, some are unusual, but everybody have different desires towards this dualistic world. And Bhaja Govindam talks about the discrimination and dispassion. In order to receive this knowledge, mind should get purified and the mind should get these qualities called discrimination and dispassion. Without these things, without these qualities, it will be a waiting game, even though you listen 1,000 times the Vedanta from a pakka guru, a proper guru. It will be a waiting game. It will wait the knowledge to happen because there is no dispassion, there is no discrimination. Vairagya viveka bhava. So, as long as this world is true, if I have this notion, I will hunt different things in this world in order to make me happy. And the people are always in this pursuit. Achieve certain things from this world and be happy. But when you receive the knowledge from a traditional guru because of your adhikari bhava, because of a qualified person being there, he received this knowledge properly and he or she don't have any interest towards this dualistic world. That has gone away. Once you remove the ignorance, which is the cause of all kinds of notions, karana abhave karya abhavaha. When the cause has gone, the product also gone. From the ajnanam, from the ignorance, all kinds of wrong notions are born. Once I came to know this is a shell, the silver notion has gone forever. Similarly, once I came to know that all these names and forms are just untrue, and the substratum and the locus of these names and forms are just one Brahman, which is me, and that I come to know that it is never subject to death and birth, and it is also the source of all happiness. I just come out of this dualistic world or these wrong notions. I don't have interest towards the external things. I lose. I am now a person who is interested only Brahma Jnanam. Receive this Brahma Jnanam properly and stay with the Jnanam. A committed person. It can be at the older age. It can be at the younger age. It can be while you are pursuing your household life. It can be while you are pursuing as a employee in an office. Nothing wrong with that. It can happen anytime. There is no particular time for Brahma Jnana. Once Adhikaritvam can pops up anytime. It can pop up anytime. It can sprout anytime. I want to listen the truth of the world and myself. Now the cause, the ignorance is the cause of dualistic world. This separate things in this world. I am separate from this person, and a lot of things are there around me which is separate from different things, and millions of things are there around me. All are called names and forms, nama rupe. All these names and forms are just like the bubbles of water. The water is the one and only content of each and every bubbles. Once I came to know my buddhi has settled in water, I have no more idea to collect the bubbles in order to make me happy. The world is full of different things which are seems to be attractive because of my weakness of my mind. How a weakness is born? Incidentally, I need to say that. Something we have enjoyed in this birth or in the previous birth, and I feel that I am happy, which is in tune with me. When a person respect you, honor you, praise you, you feel this person is in tune with me because he respects you, he praises you. He treats you as a God for him. Then you accept that person. Then this person's presence is a weakness for you. Why? Because this person do an unusual thing for you and you feel happy. It can be a girlfriend, it can be a boyfriend, it can be somebody in your life. I accept myself because of his words. Self-acceptance. Up to that, I was not accepting myself due to my limitations and due to my issues regarding my body. And somebody came near to me and praised me as though in all my life, nobody has done this and given so much respect. Nobody give even in my house. They scold me as a dog, and this person give me a lot of respect. And he talks some good things about me. Even my eyes are open due to his good words. And I see that he's in tune with me. He loves me because he tells a lot of good things regarding my body and my appearance, etc., etc. This is how a relationship starts to sprout between two. That person's words made the other person to accept oneself. Up to that, I was not accepting my own body or my own mind. Self non-acceptance was there. And this person came and given me a lot of praising words to me. From there onwards, self-acceptance started. The more the things make you happy, the more you get accepted yourself. Self-acceptance. Who are making you to accept yourself? Those people are along with me, or those things are along with me. One who don't make you to accept yourself, they are called enemies or they are varjyameva. For you, you have to avoid them. It is not going along with me. I want to break. Somebody is always cursing you. Somebody is always blaming you. Somebody is always torturing you. You don't want to go along with him or her, correct? They don't accept you, and non-acceptance is being increasing day by day. So I just break up with the person. The more the things in the world, not only I'm talking about the person, anything which make you to accept, the one single sentence make more joy and happiness in you. You are so beautiful. I know that I am not beautiful. I have some body limitations. I have some diseases. My organs and my body parts are having some issues. Still, this person accept me and I made myself accepted. Self-acceptance. The one who make you self-accepted, that person you get addicted, or that thing you get addicted. This is how the whole world have a lot of attractive things. The thing right now come to the point. So dualistic world become more attractive because whatever things you choose in your life, it makes you self-acceptance. Certain things make me to see more beautiful or conducive situations or make my mind calm, peace, quiet, because these things are there around me. So I buy certain things for the sake of joy and happiness, and I feel that I am a king or I am a prince or I am a queen because of that thing. Self-acceptance is being restored. But this is the story of dualistic world and the self-acceptance. The jnani, the person who got the information through a traditional teacher, under studying him for a length of time, he also gets self-accepted. How? The Shastra talks about the intrinsic nature of the person. What is the intrinsic nature? You are the source of all happiness in the world. From you, happiness flows. You are never subject to death. You are never subject to birth. You are infinite. You are all pervasive. You are everywhere. You are self-evident. You are self-effulgence. Lots and lots of word which I want to listen all my life is being presented in the Vedas through the traditional teacher. I get it. Thus, I feel the most powerful personality in this world, not to show my strength punching somebody, the inner personality became more strengthened. Because in spite of my food, in spite of my water, I will survive because I am never subject to death and birth. Very important thing. The inner strength is the main factor to give up the world. How you will get the inner strength? By listening to the traditional teacher about your intrinsic nature. What are the features of the intrinsic nature? It's a dynamite, it's a bomb. Just it will blast and your all kinds of erroneous notions get burned. The cause which is called ignorance is no more there. So the product which are called erroneous notions are also gone by receiving the knowledge about oneself. The intrinsic nature of a person is revealed by the Guru. This one thing will make the person to stand oneself without depending anything in the world. The whole dualistic world is just a apparent reality on the substratum in a locus. The names and forms are just apparent reality, as though it is there, but it is not there at all. The real thing which is there is the only one and only consciousness, which is also called Brahman. So Atma Jnanam I received, so Atma Ajnanam I eliminated. Knowledge is the only solution for the ignorance. Knowledge is the only remedy to eliminate the ignorance. So here I got the knowledge about myself, and I made myself self-accepted. I am already the all-pervasive consciousness which is not subject to death and birth, which is the source of happiness, which is the source of complete security. Why should I depend on certain things in the dualistic world for my survival? I don't need anything from the dualistic world in order to make me happy. I don't need anybody's opinion to accept myself. The weakness was there when the ignorance was continuing. I need somebody's opinion in order to get confidence about myself, because my body is deteriorating day by day. I am feeling weakened. I have a lot of limitations. I am not at all beautiful to fit in this external world full of dramas. And I feel self non-accepted. And the Vedas talks about regardless of the age of the personality. And the Vedas talks about regardless of any individual personality, regardless of religion, regardless of the birth of the person, in which jati, which matam, etc., etc. Religion, caste, everything you keep away. Veda makes you, Vedanta, the Upanishads make you to completely accept yourself. The self-acceptance makes the person more strong, more confident, more one can stay alone without anybody's support. Anything in this dualistic world is nothing to support me. They are just names and forms which never existed at any point of time. The one and only thing which was existing in the past, right now in the present, and also in the future without having any distraction, that is Parabrahman, which is which is never subject to death and birth, which is filled with the Shanti, the peace, serene, tranquility. I am the embodiment of tranquility. I am the embodiment of total peace. Why should I need a music to amuse me in order to become calm? No, I am the embodiment. I am the real nature of peace. Understanding all these things make the person to give up these names and forms automatically. No need of any pressure to give up anything in the world. I survive. I am self-evident. I am self-effulgent. I don't depend upon anything for my survival. Getting this knowledge through a traditional teacher from the Vedanta, the proven facts, the truth, the person stand alone without depending anything. Normally, in this world, people even suicide because of somebody's opinion, because of insecurity. Why? Weakened. Inside weakened. Strength is not there. Traditional teachings are not injected at the younger age. Even though they get academically qualified to work as an employee in a famous company, Their mind is like a chicken heart. You know, if you make them frightened, they will suicide. And they will have a tie, they will have a coat, expensive dresses, luxurious car. When you threaten them, when they come to know an unfamiliar situation, they will just suicide or they will run away. Because the mind is like a heart of a small chick. We don't want that type of people to live in this world. That's why traditional teachers takes lots and lots of risk to spread this glorious knowledge, entire world. We want to make everybody to survive with this knowledge, a strengthened inner personality, reinforced personality, knowing one's own real nature. This is the base of this shloka. That's why I explained in a proper way. The Brahmajnanam, the knowledge will remove the ignorance. The dualistic world is not at all there apart from the substratum, what we call Brahman, and the dualistic world is fake. Swapnamaye yatha drishtam gandharva nakaram yatha tata vishwamitam drishtam vedanteshu vichakshanaihi. Mandukya Kariga. In the dream state, a person see a big palace with lots of arrangements and lots of comfort and lots of luxurious things filled in that. Gandharva Nagaram. Due to the illusion, the dream exhibits lots of palace and the different comfort things and luxurious world. But once he wake up, he saw that it was a dream. He just realized it's a dream. Similarly, after receiving the knowledge of Vedanta, that person will see the world as though the palace which I saw in the dream. Tatha Vishwamitam Drishtam. This Vishwam, this entire universe is being seen by the intellectual people who have studied well versed in Vedanta. There is no more names and forms. There is only one thing in their mind. I am Brahman. That knowledge occurred, recognized, and he is now he is now a personality called I am Brahman. The world is Brahman. There is no other things around me. Names and forms are no more there. So I don't have attraction towards the shell at all. Once I recognize it is not a silver. As long as the shining and the there is no appropriate knowledge regarding the material, what I see, there will be an attraction towards that. Once I came to know the real knowledge, the attraction has gone. There is no more fascination towards the external world. This is how we develop ourselves, the vairagya towards the external world. The more worthier things comes into your life, you will lose interest in the small petty things. Similarly, the worthy thing to be done in the life is, in order to know the intrinsic nature, which is devoid of all kinds of defects and limitations, which is only pertaining to the body, which is only a name and form, which is not at all there at any point of time in this world, which is fake, a misidentity body. And I take body as a reality. And I pursue different things, different pursuit in order to make this body happy. But the person who has studied Vedanta and who understood what is what, the reality, he reclaims his life. He is no more a misidentified person. he knows I am Brahman. I am not this body. I don't believe in the realm of dualistic world. I am the substratum of all these names and forms. And he lived a minimized life because he don't have any kind of attraction towards the things where normal people get attracted and they pursue for all these things. Luxurious dress, luxurious shelters, houses, luxurious cars, luxurious marriage functions, luxurious this and that, getting connected with lots and lots of people around me so that I can be a personality. I am no more a small personality when people are around me. The small non-acceptancy being there, I want to become a big personality so that I keep a lot of people around me so that I feel that I am a king. Self non-acceptancy. When you accept yourself, you don't need anybody around you in order to feel that I am a king. This person got all kinds of interests cut down by the knowledge of Brahman. The external world is not at all there. What to talk about the things which are already occupying in this external world? He see everything as Brahman. Even he don't have the idea about the body. People say that, Swamiji, it's a biological need to find out somebody in our life. Without that, I cannot survive. Biological need is due to your body notion. That's all Vedanta says. And I believe that. And I am happy with that thought. This biological need comes from my ignorance that I am this body. We cannot take away without giving the proper information about about a personality. When you know that I am Brahman, I am not at all body. The body notions are already preoccupying from my previous births, which what we call samskara. Already I told you past impressions. Right now you are under a guru, you are under a traditional teacher, and he unfolded the truth that you are not a body. What to talk about the biological need? Food, thirst, sex, money, etc., all are just connected with your body. This person completely wiped out that I am this body. That notion has gone away. He is no more a body. I am Shivam. Like Patranathar says, Shivam, Shivam, Shivam. So that person, how they live is shown in this shloka. One who knows the reality about one's own self, how he live in this world. It's been revealed in this shloka. Keep this information as a base for this shloka. Then only you will understand this shloka. Rithya charpada virajita kanthaha. I told you, after realizing the soul or individual intrinsic nature of an individual, a person is no more a customer in this world. He is not here for consuming or enjoying different things in the world. He is just passing his days, what we call prarabdham of the body. After knowing immediately, the body will not fall. Why? Body is not at all there at any point of time. Atma being there, and the superimposition on the Atma, the body is seen for everybody. That body continues before and after the knowledge, because Atma didn't transform to body, or body will not transform to Atma after the knowledge. Because Atma, the Brahman, is Nityam. When we say Nityam means permanent, eternal. Eternal things will not go, it's not subject to change at all at any point of time. So Paramatman didn't become a body, or body will not become Paramatman after receiving the knowledge. Body is just a superimposition, as though you have done in the seashore, seeing silver before the knowledge of the shell. And after that, I purposefully told you, after walking for a distance, he turned back again for the last time. Still, he saw the shining of the shell. Like this, after receiving the knowledge, still you saw your body forever. There is no elimination of body. In order to eliminate the body, body should be a true entity, which is not at all possible. Something it is true, you can eliminate. Something it is an illusion. What is the point of talking about elimination or destruction of body? There is no destruction at all after knowledge. An enlightened personality will continue in the form of a body for the external world. That's all. Okay. So Rithya, how he will survive in this world, it is told. The first line, I will read and I will give the meaning. One or two sentences, and after that we will see in the next session. Rithya charpada virachita kantaha. Kantaha means a shawl which we use to cover along our body. That shawl is made up of small pieces of clothes stitched together. And from where he collected these pieces of clothes? From the roadside where he walks. Rithya. He collects different types of clothes which are useless for the external world. Once it is teared, we will not use, we will throw away, or we will make some other purpose for a cloth. We always wear something new or something good, because it's a system, it's a custom. When you go to a function, you cannot wear something you already stitch like this and that, because it has already teared. Cannot. You buy a luxurious dress, or according to your personality, you buy branded thing, etc., fine. So, which is not at all useful for the others, he collects from the roadside. Small pieces of clothes are gathered together, and he may cover his body making one single shawl. This is called Kantaha, Ritya Charpada Virachita Kantaha. Charpada. Patam, clothes. Charpadam. A cloth which was a piece of a big cloth, or a piece of clothes. It is no more useful or purpose for a normal person. I will give you two another examples for this. Kanadaha. There was a Rishi, Kanada Rishi. How he got the name, you know? After the agricultural cultivation, all the people will move. Then he will go to the paddy fields which are no more to get cultivated or to take the harvest. There will be a lot of grains in the ground which will not be collected by the farmer. It may be collected by the rat, birds, etc. He goes and he will also become another rat-like personality and collect each and every grain. And this kanam is collected in one pot, and he will cook for his survival, so that he will not harm. he have a minimum lifestyle. He don't buy from others, which was not useful at all for a human being. And he kept as a pot, and he cooked the rice and he eat. So no more harm. He don't want to go to other person to ask some food, which was his food. This is called kanam atti iti kanataha. The grains which are is been collected by the rishi and cooked and served himself. He is called kanataha. And also you are very famous to listen about the Aghori stories. Aghori is a type of sadhu sannyasis who eat, you have heard, dead bodies of a human being. Mostly they don't take anything to eat because their tapas itself will quench their thirst and give relief to their hunger. Because of their japa and because of their lifestyle, they feel less hunger and less thirst. Still, if they feel some hunger, which is not at all useful for the others, they will take and eat. Like a dead body is not at all useful for the other living beings. So just take one or two pieces of meat and they eat. They have already mastered their tongue to eat anything without any masala, without any salt, without any pepper, anything. This is the idea behind Aghori's eating meat. No other idea, okay? They are not addicted to eat meat like we people go to have a big chicken and eat as though you are a devil in front of people, you know. Wow. Roast of a chicken, a thigh of a lamb, a barbecue, and they say that eating these dead bodies like a scavenger. They are not like that. Aghoris are meant to live a good sattvic life. What is not useful for the others, they used to eat, and they will live a minimum life. This is being told in the first sentence. Rithya chatpada virachita khantaha. This individual who is enlightened by the knowledge of Brahman will wear a shawl made of different pieces of clothes collected from the roadsides, which is not at all useful for a normal human being. And what are the another features of this sadhu? One more line and I will stop. Punya punya vivarjita pantaha. Punyam and papam are under the realm of duality. As long as your body is there, you will do some action which can be noble, which can be evil. Noble actions will attract punyam, a good result. Evil actions will attract bad results, which will be a situation giving lot of pain. So this type of situations, this type of what we call Dundwaha, Punya and Papa. As long as you have body, you can involve in an action. Actions are three types. Manasam, Vachikam, Kayikam. Manasam karma, mental actions. Vachikam, oral actions. Kayikam, physical actions. So all these three actions are centered on your body. As long as there is body, then only there will be Punyam and Papam. Already a person is not at all having the body notion. What is the point of talking about Punya and Papa? This is what is being told. Punya Punya Vivarjita Pantaha. A person who has given up the path of getting Punya and Papa, which will come under the realm of duality or under the realm of body notion. He is not interested on Punya and Papa. Both will make a person to get another birth or a body is needed to do an action, and that action should attract punya and papa. He has given up the body notion, so he is not at all interested in punya or papa. More we will continue in the next session. Very interesting slokas, because Bhaja Govindam is going to complete in 8 or 10 verses more. So it's very attractive verses. So I need to explain in a proper way. So next week we will continue with the sloka. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamutachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you, all of you. See you in the next session. Om Pranam.
Thank